So it seems like there's a lot of people out there who wants to know what other people's phone home screen looks like, what apps they use, what they have, what their, wallpapers look like, which is borderline voyeurism. But to hop on that trend, this is my take on what's on my iPhone. Come on, I'll show you. So here it is. This is my lock screen. This is what you see on my lock screen. This is your typical iPhone lock screen, right? But let me unlock it first and get to the part where you actually came to watch. Okay, there. As you can see, I try to keep my home screen very minimal. You'll see a widget with my favorite photo, which at this point it is Giyu Tomioka from Demon Slayer, which is my favorite anime of last year. I added this to replace the actual wallpaper, and instead I just use a simple black wallpaper. And on top of that, I changed all the icons using an icon pack, and this was done using shortcuts. This keeps a minimal design to my home screen, which I love. I'll leave the link for the icon pack down in the description below. Moving on, you can see that my first page of my home screen only has the basic apps or the most frequent apps that I use very frequently. The first app is the Photos app. It's where you keep your photos, obviously. You may be wondering, where is the camera app? Well, I found it unnecessary to have an app to access my camera when it's right there on the lock screen and on the control panel. Next is the clock app. I use this app to set alarms so I could wake up on time. I usually set up 2 alarms in different time intervals because, let's face it, I love to sleep in and oftentimes I don't hear the first alarm. Next app is Google Maps. Although I could use Apple Maps, I just prefer to use Google Maps. Just my personal preference. It's just also easier for me to use. Next is my city banking app. I keep track of all my finances through this app. I'm not going to open it and show all my personal information, so don't even bother asking. The thing about me is that I like to watch other YouTube channels, and I do this through the YouTube app, of course. I've been watching a lot of workspace videos, tech videos, EDC videos, and occasional Viva La Dirt League videos for entertainment. Oh, and not to mention a few Gundam model building channels, which I'm very much into because I'm a builder myself. Also, as a YouTuber, it is crucial to have a YouTube Studios app where you can view and manage analytics and also respond to comments directly from this app. Although I only responded to 1 comment so far. I also like to post photos to my Instagram, and if you haven't followed me yet, make sure you do so. The link is all down below. Here I post a lot of things that I'm interested in, from fashion, sneakers, to scenery, and other things. So follow me there for things aside from what you see on YouTube. The last app on my first homepage is TikTok. It is one of my guilty pleasure apps. I hate to admit it, but I spend quite a bit of time watching TikTok videos. I only watch it to make myself feel good or laugh to release some of the stress from every day. But the videos I normally watch are mostly cute animal videos and funny videos, which there are tons of, and I usually skip those trending dance videos, which honestly doesn't help anyone. Now, on to the second homepage. You can see other apps that I use on the regular here, but not as much as my other apps on my front page. Here you'll see that I'm using Robinhood and Acorns, both of which I just started using to grow my finances and invest in stocks. I won't show what's in them due to privacy concerns and personal information, but just know that they are both easy apps that makes investing very easy to understand. Lastly, there are 2 apps that I use for photo editing, and they are VSCO and Adobe's Lightroom. For basic editing, I use VSCO, and for more detailed editing, I use Lightroom. For VSCO, I do basic editing like adding borders and such, but this app, believe it or not, is great for creating Instagram stories, which is what I mainly use it for. Lightroom is a more robust photo editing app where I can fine-tweak my colors and lighting, as well as adding more fine-tuned edits for each of my photos. The next page over is the app library, where all the least used apps are residing. I don't normally go through this area. I just usually app search by swiping down on the home screen, and it's a lot more easier for me to look for other apps. Again, I tend to keep my home screen very minimal. I also turn off all notifications except for email and messaging, so that way I don't get distracted by notifications going off every now and then. So that way I also can be focused on my work. So that's what's on my iPhone video. What are your most used apps, and are there apps that I use that you use as well? What are your thoughts? Leave a comment down in the comment section below. Also, if you haven't, please subscribe to this channel for more contents like this, and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. So until then, I'll see you guys on the next one.